Hello everyone. I have received some requests to do some videos sharing my own personal experiences. And so this video is the first one that I will be sharing about myself. I truly believe that each and every one of us has a unique gift or talent, and that it is our mission to discover this, develop it, and then offer it to the world. I believe that the heart diamond is my special gift. And so I have chosen the heart diamond to be the subject of this first video. My gift and ability was first revealed to me around 1990 when I attended a group regression in Houston, Texas. We had seen 4 past lives, and this was to be the 5th and final life that we would see. We were directed to view the lifetime in which we received the most important spiritual gift that we had for our present incarnation. Now, before I describe the vision, I will tell you that usually my visions are quite foggy or misty. They don't have a lot of color. I perceive forms, but I perceive enough so that I know what I'm seeing. So in this vision, I saw a large round room, and I was sitting in the center of the room. Around me was a circle of crystals, and then on the outer edges of the room was a group of many people. What I saw next was a ray of light coming out of my heart and going into the heart of each person that was sitting in the center around the circle. And what I saw in my heart was a diamond-shaped thing of bright white light. It had the shape of a losange, which is this. It's the type of losange that you see on playing cards. I had no idea at that time what it meant. 9 months later, almost like a gestation period, I was in a healing session with a friend of mine from the Unity Church in Houston, Texas. All of a sudden, he became quiet because he noticed that something was happening. I felt myself starting to float up out of my body. And as this usually made me quite nervous, I came crashing back down. And then I heard some angels say, "No, not this time." And they lifted me up. And then I perceived a voice, though I did not know who was speaking to me. The voice said that the diamond that I had received in that regression was a healing tool. So I asked, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to touch people? And the voice said, "No, your body cannot withstand the energies of this diamond." And so my next question was, well, how do I heal with it? I was told to simply go into channeling and that I would then be directed what to do. That was the end. At that point, I had been channeling for about 2 years. And so I went home, and that night, as I was putting my 11-year-old son to bed, he complained about having a stuffy nose and not feeling well. So I said to him, "I've just received this healing gift. Would you like to try it out?" And he, of course, said yes. So I went into channeling. And I was guided to tell him to visualize the problem that he was having as a dark cloud, and then to send that dark cloud into my diamond. So he began to do this. As he did it, I felt the diamond spinning in a counterclockwise direction as it pulled in the dark cloud. And aside from that, I perceived a certain heaviness. No pain or discomfort, just heaviness. After a certain amount of time, the spinning stopped. Then it began to spin clockwise and to emit a brilliant white light. I was told to direct my son to receive that brilliant white light and to put it back into the same area from which he had released the dark cloud. He did this for some time, and then the spinning stopped once again. We repeated this a couple of times until he felt perfectly well. He then asked me a couple of questions about where the problem came from, and I channeled the answer to him. After 2 or 3 questions, he said, "Mom, I'm hearing the same answers in my head that you were giving to me." So I told him that he must be hearing it from his spiritual guide. And so he asked what the guide's name was. I told him that since he could hear, he should ask himself. And he heard Gabriel. And so we both became aware that Archangel Gabriel was his spiritual guide. And so from that time on, I would occasionally offer healings to friends or acquaintances, but I was very uncomfortable with presenting myself as a healer. And then 1 or 2 people asked to receive their own heart diamond during that time. Then in 1994, while I was in Egypt with Sharula Dux of Telos for the 12/12 Ascension ceremonies, I felt guided to offer a group healing. There were about 300 of us sailing down the Nile on 3 separate ships. So at lunchtime, I was informed that I was being offered the discotheque on my ship in order to do the group healing. And then I heard in my head that it was not to be a group healing. I was to offer the transmission of the heart diamond to anyone who wished to receive their own. So I went into the dining halls of each of the 3 ships and told them that it was no longer going to be a group healing, but a group transmission of the heart diamond. Now, the discotheque on my ship was a round room with a round wooden dance floor in the center. So I invited everyone to bring their crystals as well. And a group of about 50 people showed up. And Sharula herself honored me with her presence and sat in the corner of the room and watched as the transmission took place. Each person was directed to ask out loud to receive the heart diamond. And one by one, I saw the ray of light come out of my heart and go into the heart of each person that requested it. There were 2 twin flame couples in the group, and I saw one ray of light split into 2 right in front of them as they each received their heart diamond from the one ray. I subsequently learned that crystals, can receive the heart diamond into themselves. And that is why I was told to tell them to bring their crystals, so that their crystals could also receive the heart diamond. Some years later, I spent the day at the Herkimer Crystal Mine in Herkimer County, New York. And I was asked by Najwan, my Elohim guide of the time, to insert the matrix of the heart diamond into the mine itself, so that any crystals mined after that date would also have the healing power of the heart diamond within them. I have never heard or read about the heart diamond in any other source, at least until very recently, within the last couple of years. So everything that I know and experienced about the heart diamond came from my own experiences or from channelings that I received directly. Information about what the heart diamond was given to me. Every couple of years, I would receive another tiny bit of information. The heart diamond is an atom of the great central sun. So it has all of the properties and abilities of the great central sun, which include drawing, absorbing all negative energy into itself, transmuting it, and then releasing brilliant white light energy, which contains all the colors and frequencies of this perfected divine white light. The heart diamond is a conscious entity. Therefore, it cannot be misused, and you cannot make mistakes or errors whenever you use the heart diamond. I have learned only very recently that it was created by Metatron. It has grown from about 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches inside of my heart, which was the size when I first perceived it, to now being 9 feet tall and surrounding my entire energy field. It may be that there are 2 aspects of the heart diamond that are now within me, as I find it easiest to continue to do my own healing by visualizing the small diamond within my heart. And then I occasionally invoke the large diamond to maintain a protective field around me and to cause all of the cells within my body to spin in their proper direction and at their proper rate of speed. When this is done and maintained, the body will no longer be capable of getting ill. And when done intensely, it can even prevent aging in the body. But it must be done intensely and for great amounts of time in order for those 2 effects to be visible and manifest in the physical body. You can also use it in that fashion to create your rainbow body of light. So those are the most important details about the heart diamond that I wish to share with you today. I feel very blessed to be able to offer this to the world, and I am very grateful that you have taken the time to listen to this video.